Okay, Nasai Minasan. Today we're gonna talk about Ohsama Sentai King-Ohger episode 7. Before watching Ohsama Sentai King-Ohger episode 7, let us start with the trailer right now. Okay. Goto Scorpion. Okay, so once again we are actually seeing the kind of like the struggle of alliance. I actually talk about this is in my episodic review of Ohsama Sentai. I actually talk about how like there's gonna be a battle of alpha, battle between Heracles and also Gira, like which the king, like who are they actually gonna side with. And now we actually knows the Black Ranger is actually on the side of Heracles, and the Blue Ranger Yamagas is on the side of Gira. But what about the two female ranger? Like, is Himeno Ran gonna side with Gira, or is it gonna side with Heracles? And definitely there's a lot of argument and a lot of things to be put in mind, like who am I gonna support, something like that. But we actually started off the trailer with Himeno Ran in her medic costume. The last time we actually saw this is at the end of episode 3, where she actually suit up in her medic costume to kind of heal and fix the people in Ishabana, something like that. And right now we are actually seeing her in her medic costume once again, and I believe this is right after what happened in Shugodam. Definitely there are gonna be people that are hurt there, so Himeno is gonna suit up in her medic costume to help fix certain thing that is actually happening in Shugodam itself. So very amazing thing we actually get to see here. But let me move on to the next scene. Okay, the next scene is we actually get to see Yamagas talking to Himeno Ran. So both of them are still in are still in Shugodam, and both of them seems to be trying to help solve the after damage that caused by the Bugnarak Empire, something like that. But we actually get to see the Kamakiri god behind Himeno is like lying on the floor. So maybe something wrong with the Kamakiri, with the praying mantis. So we are not sure what is going on there. But let me just go back a little bit. I just want to look at the Blue Ranger Yamagas. The thorn ball of Yamagas is also lying on the floor, so we are not sure what actually happened there as well. So maybe something is going on with the Zords, with the Shoe God itself. So we might actually get to see Yamagas learning the truth of the Shoe God, or learning something that is actually going on with the Shoe God in the story as well. And I believe this is caused by the god scorpion sting. Like when it stings the King-Ohger in the previous episode, all of the rest of the Shoe God actually got infected by certain virus or certain poison, but for some reason the Kuwagata, the black Kuwagata, is not actually affected. So very interesting stuff. But let me move on with the trailer itself. And now we actually get to see Himeno doing her fancy finger thing, because she is trying to fix people with VR, AR, whatever you want to call it. But she is doing some medical work. Okay, she's doing some medical work. And you know, when girls doing some weird things with their fingers, be wary of them, because they are potentially crazy, just like Scarlet Witch. Okay, what am I saying? But what is this? We are not sure. This could actually be a flashback of Himeno Ran, and that this is the reason why she is so obsessed with God Scorpion. And she actually says something in the dialogue that she is like, this madman. What is madman? We are not sure. Maybe the destruction of Ishabana, maybe there's a plague in Ishabana, maybe there's a virus release in Ishabana. We are not sure, but definitely something to do with her country itself. But let me move on to the next thing, and that is the awakening of God Scorpion once again from the ground up. And I don't think this is kind of like the present day. This could actually be a flashback of when Himeno Ran is talking about the past, talking about how Ishabana is actually being attacked by God Scorpion, something like that. So we are definitely not sure what is actually happening, but really interesting thing. And next we actually get to see Yamagas like looking very serious. Maybe after listening to Himeno run, like he's thinking to himself, who could it actually be, who causes all this damage and all those stuff. So we are not sure what is gonna happen, but very interesting thing. Next we actually get to see our lovely waifu Rita and also Deboski talking, not sure with who, but they're just standing there. And next we get to see Gira going back to the orphanage, welcomed back by all the kids, all the lovely kids or lovely orphans. What am I saying? We are not sure, but Gira seems very stressed, okay? And definitely he might be he's not sure how to act right now. He is someone who do battle in battle rather than leading a country, and that might be it, okay? Like he doesn't know how to play the politic game. He's not part of the politics, something like that. So he's very stressful with what is actually happening. And next we actually get to see Rita and Deboski fighting with a bunch of Bugnarak goons, soldier, whatever you want to call them. I know their official name is Karen, but I don't know, man. Let me move on. Next we get to see more of Himeno run once again, and then we get to see Yamagas and Gira pointing their sword onto the sky, and then Himeno-ran is standing behind them, and then it's almost like, hey, are you gonna join us? Are you gonna be a part of us? Something like that. And I felt like this is gonna be the three goofy trio, like moving forward, and the girl is gonna be the serious one that is gonna handle these two boys. Like I felt like I kind of love this trio, and for Rita and Deboski to be kind of like the more standalone. Their character is able to carry the show by themselves. I know for sure Rita is able to carry the show by herself, so she doesn't really need any co-star to kind of bounce off of. But if we actually get to see more scene of Rita and Himeno run, that is also gonna be really amazing as well. But Deboski is gonna be the schemer of the group, so every single time when we see him on the screen, he's gonna be scheming something, he's thinking for his own benefit, something like that. So it's still gonna be really fun. But let me move on. We get to see Scorpion be engaged in the King-Ohger. Is this the real King-Ohger? We are not sure, but it looks like the real King-Ohger itself, and we actually get to see Himeno inside the God Scorpion itself. The reason why I know this is the God Scorpion is because of the green color behind. We know that inside the three greater guardian deity, I would assume all of the inside are actually green color rather than their ranger color itself, okay? But with that being said, we actually get to see the this is not what I actually imagined the God Scorpion actually looks like. Based on the toys that we see so far from the God Scorpion hand, it looks more elongated, the finger, but this works as well. I would say it looks really good, amazing. I love it. And yeah, that's it. That it is, okay? That is the trailer of Ohsama Sentai King-Ohger episode 7. This is definitely a really interesting story so far, and I can't wait to see what are they gonna do moving forward, especially with the rest of the cast, especially with the introduction of the Silver Ranger, the old Kuwagata Ranger, and he's nowhere to be seen in the trailer, which makes me really suspicious on like why do they actually tease us with the Black Kuwagata in episode 6 if they are not gonna show the Silver Ranger in episode 7. And I felt like the reason is because they are actually they're all Reckless is getting the Kamen Rider Val treatment, okay? Like I believe that is what they are trying to do. In Kamen Rider Revised, when they introduced Kamen Rider Val for one single episode, that rider only appeared throughout the entire show for one single episode. And the reason why they does that is because like he's actually gonna get a spin-off series, like an origin story of Kamen Rider Val. So I believe something similar is gonna happen for our boy Reckless as well. Like, so Reckless is gonna get his own origin story. How the hell did he actually own the golden sword, and how the hell is he able to find a black Kuwagata? So all of these are all questions that we still don't have any answer to, but it is a really interesting thing to actually speculate. Okay, but before I end the video, I have a photo to show all of you, and that is this photo. This photo actually show us this more, we are not sure what this guy name is, but this is one of the royal retainer of Heracles, and he did a really interesting hand gesture, and that is the hand gesture like this. When we the last time we saw a hand gesture like this in another character in Ohsama Sentai is the prime minister of the Bugnarak Empire, so there is a possibility that this guy is actually the Bugnarak Empire Prime Minister itself. Like, how does they, we are not sure how many technology that the Bugnarak Empire actually have. They have a technology which allowed them to become big size, to increase their size and all those stuff. So what is stopping them from having a technology to make them look like a human itself? Or maybe the Bugnarak Empire, all of the monsters that we see so far, they are not actually monster, but they are actually human as well, just that they are actually wearing suits because they have been living in the living underground for such a long time. So they actually figure out a way to develop certain suit and all those stuff. So maybe this is what is happening, we are not sure, but it is really interesting when we actually get to see a character there's potentially to be the traitor of Heracles. Or maybe speaking of the origin story of Heracles, we might actually get to see Heracles finding the Black Kuwagata from the Bugnarak Empire itself. Maybe the Bugnarak Empire already approached Heracles and said that, hey, I'm gonna make you the king of the world, but in return you're gonna give me the rest of the sugar or something like that. So maybe there's gonna a little bit of alliance between Heracles and also the Bugnarak Empire as well, because it seems almost too coincidental when Yamaga say that I don't want to work together with you, I refuse to be in a five nation alliance, and suddenly out of nowhere the Bugnarak Empire actually strike immediately at that moment when they're actually having the meeting. It almost seems too coincidental, and I really have a feeling that Heracles is actually working with the Bugnarak Empire. But that is all from me. Hope you enjoy what you see here. If you like what you see here, you know what to do. Subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Goodbye.